y'all, let's make this easy coleslaw. Get started. Got a head of cabbage. I have washed it and peeled the outer leaves off. I have a couple of carrots that I have washed, peeled, and cut the ends off. I am going to cut them into smaller pieces and run them through my little food processor. And this is going to be so yummy, and it's so easy to make. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is add our carrots into the food processor. That way our carrots can get all mixed up into our cabbage as we are getting it grated. We have our carrots all diced up. We're going to take our plate out. We're going to put those in a little bowl while we do our cabbage. So we'll get those set aside. That way we're not adding too much carrot, but we can see how much carrot we're going to need after we get our cabbage grated up. So I'm going to cut my cabbage up into smaller pieces so that it will fit in my little food processor. Now our cabbage is all cut up and ready to go into the food processor to be cut nice and fine. Let's have our little food processor that we've already grated our carrots in. We're going to add some cabbage to that. And it may take us a few times to get it all done, but we are going to do it a little bit at a time. We have our first batch of cabbage all grated up, and you can see all the carrot mixed in there. We're going to add it to our bowl and keep on keeping on. All right, we've got the last of our cabbage all shredded. All right, remember we grated our carrots first, so there's going to be a little bit of carrot in there. We can stir it up to see how much more we need to add. So then we can add just a little bit at a time until we get the color that we like. Give that a stir and see how that's looking, because we're just using the carrot to add some color and a little bit of sweetness. That's almost good. We may add just a tiny bit more. All right, that's looking pretty yummy. Make sure it's all blended together. I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Now we can add our seasonings. We're gonna add salt and pepper to taste. Relish or anything like that, you go ahead and add whatever you enjoy. I'm just gonna add a little bit of mayo, and we're gonna keep it nice and simple. How much mayo? Well, it depends on how big your cabbage is and how much slaw you want. So we're going to start small, adding a little bit at a time, because we can always add more later. All right, we've added about 2 tablespoons, and we're going to stir this up and see how it looks. We are probably going to have to add some more, but we don't want it to be too soupy. The longer it sets, the wetter it's going to get. Okay, I've added about another tablespoon of mayonnaise, and I'm going to give that a good stir, and that is looking pretty much on point. I'm not trying to make it super wet, because again, the longer it sets, the wetter it's going to get. So I think that is pretty good right there. And I'm using a bowl way bigger than what I needed, so that way as I stir it doesn't come over the sides. Now for my special little tip, I'm going to sprinkle in just a little bit of sugar. That cabbage tends to be a little bit bitter, and a little bit of sugar will help offset it. Just do it to taste, not too much. You're just trying to take a little bit of that bitter out of your cabbage. Now we can give this a good stir, and it will be ready to go. Of course, we have to taste test it. Okay, we have that all blended up. Now let's give it the good old taste test to see if it is going to be on point. Did you want the first bite? Oh, I'll go ahead and take it. So yummy. All right, now we can put it in our smaller bowl, and we will be ready to serve. And there you are, my dears. I hope you enjoy this very simple and easy and delicious coleslaw.